At least not yet. Yeah, we've finished, because I have 6 character slots, I can do this. We have finished, I don't know why I was doing that. We have finished, Agents of Yesterday. I did all the stuff I cared about for the Klingon character, and all the stuff I cared about for the Dominion one. So we're gonna create a new character, people. I don't know why. See, it always loads like this whenever I'm in character creation, or whenever I'm doing the tailor. Oh wow, he has a nice set of dreadlock, or well, hair. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. But we're going to the Romulan character, which the hair is simple and makes him look like a vampire. Switch to... fucking X button will work. Switch to male, because that's what I am in real life. So, and besides, really, there's no obvious difference between male and female characters in this game. They're not voiced. I wish, I don't know, if you could do your own voice, or you could do, well, no, your own voice, or they would just like have generic voices for the character. You know, like how they did Mass Effect Shepard. You know, it was Mass Effects 1 through 3. There was, you know, a male and female Shepard. Same lines, just a different voice. Something like that. You know, one for the Klingon character and one for the Dominion, Romulan Federation, and TOS Federation, if you want to, you know, further differentiate the voices between those two versions of the Federation. I mean, yeah, I'd love it. It actually make this game a lot more enjoyable to play, oddly enough. So, I think what? So my Dominion character was an engineer. My TOS character was a science officer, and I think my Klingon was a tactical. So then I guess we'll just do in the Romulan fleet. You are on the front lines of every conflict, using your skills and strength to defend your ship and crew. Okay, yeah, we'll just do a tactical officer. I'm not going to make it difficult. These are all of the presets for faces. That's the head. Honestly, much like the base Commander Shepard face and whatnot, this is the best one. That's the body. These are the uniforms I can choose from. We'll go with this one. Oh, for fuck's sake. You would think when you press A to choose your starting outfit, no, it's just an outfit, but when you press A, you would think it would just take you back to either this or straight to continue. It doesn't! You have to press B. Just want to point that out. I'm going to be changing that name, so just so you know. It will happen! Wow. You know, there's these people who have, like, free PSN and Xbox cards. They follow me frequently. And I I find them annoying. It's on Instagram, it's on Twitter. What can I say? Yes, I would like to start the tutorial program.
What we knew is gone. Our home, our lives, all that we were. Dust. Blasted across empty, heartless skies. But we live. Our legacy lives. Within every ship we fly. Upon every world we touch. In our hearts. In yours.
Oh, the check
stuff. There will be challenge. You will know fear. You will overcome. You will survive. And answer vengeance with blood. You will do as you must. Rule cannot be handed to the faithless. Our legacy cannot be lost to villains. Bury the past to face the future. In enemies, find allies. There is no price we have not paid, we have not felt. Our dead world, our long suffering, these are not ends. We are not ended. For your crew, for your people, for this new home, we must face all doubt. We must break the storm who would destroy us and overcome the impossible. We must fight against any and all. We will, for we are Romulan.
Ooh. I remember there was like quite a lot of mystery surrounding what this update would entail. Would it be like would you play as the Romulan Empire? Just a random Romulan? Would you choice being the random Romulan with a possible terrorist group in the Star Empire's military, or Tal Shiar? You know, there were a lot of questions going on. I like how it turned out. I don't.
22 years
while
ago,
choosing the side of the Federation or the Clan, which one you would join is nice, and you would get that faction's
base to hit Romulus and Remus.
I wish.
No one predicted.
I don't know. There were more.
No one could have.
I wish I could choose as well.
Those who survived were scattered
joining the Star Empire and such.
One day we were citizens of one of the greatest powers of the galaxy.
What can I say?
Next, we were just trying to survive. Every day was a struggle if you weren't part of the militant and oppressive Tal Shiar, or ruling everything from on high like Empress Sela. For ordinary Romulans, military victories don't mean much when you're hungry. Life goes on. The Klingons and Starfleet are at one another's throats. Battles light years away don't affect us much. The Tal Shiar are the more immediate threat. They're rebuilding the Empire by force, and pressing anyone they think can help into service. But even they don't seem to know we're here. We've put down
they
roots
know.
and found friends. Today we'll celebrate what we've created. With hard work and some good fortune, true Romulans will once again rise to be a power in the galaxy.
Oddly enough, he's very right about that.
Begins here.
Because you end up joining the Romulan Republic. Let's take a screenshot there.
There you are. The security chief was looking for you earlier. She said there's trouble at the vineyard. Avrak's been filing reports all night about Kelled's chewing at the vines. He's really worked up.
So, after you get to a certain point, he'll stop actually saying things. This is outside of the repeats, I think? Because sometimes he doesn't say all the lines that happen. So, you'll see. It's been a while since I've actually started a new Romulan character. That could have changed.
Something must have annoyed them. It's not typical Kelled behavior. With the big celebration tonight, I think everyone's a little overexcited. Even the bugs. You should listen to one of Avrak's messages before you head out there.
Interactable items have a glow around them. Walk up and press A to interact with a console.
I remember when that wasn't the case. Like, there was not a glow. There might have been a thing on the map, on the mini map, but it's been so long since I remember, like, so long since that time. Everything was, like, you started on Memory Alpha and as the Federation character, and it was more of a war zone, which was really cool because you started at like a rally point, and you were fighting off the Borg who were like coming towards your rally point, and you had to push them back so you can actually like do the tutorial. And I think really the only voice part at the time was Zachary Quinto in... He was like an emergency medical hologram. I wish he had more of a role in this game, though.
Please tell me you'll help me. Kellets are in the vineyard chewing through the irrigation pipes, and everyone says they're too busy getting ready for the big party to come and do something about it. There won't be any party if everyone's knee-deep in water by nightfall. Get over here and help me fix this.
Water is an amazing thing.
If the Kelp the vineyard, probably grab a pistol, just in case. I'd join you, but the chief has me looking into some odd comm chatter we picked up yesterday. We'll have to catch up later.
Your minimap shows Pixar. An arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your objective.
Probably gonna stay using Romulan ships. I don't know. That rifle looks like used by Nog and all those other Ferengi friends of his when they had to go rescue Moogie.
Your plasma beam pistol has been automatically equipped. You can practice on the nearby bottle. Press trigger to attack.
Do they just have a ship
To sprint and
or
hold stick while moving.
a replicator that replicates and transports bottles here as they are destroyed? So yeah, that's my question. I'm making Chronoton bottles. I'm making another Star Trek joke. But yeah, this is kind of a nice place on the heels of a party. Screenshot of which I have taken.
Hey there, ready for the big festival? Working havoc. You're in for it. I'm glad I don't have to deal with him. Anyway, do you want to hear any stories?
Tell me a story about the origins of the
Almost
Romulans.
2,000 years ago, our people were Vulcans. At that time, Vulcan was a world of war, with constant struggles between the tribes. Serac changed that. He taught that peace came through logic. And if you ask me, not all Vulcans get that right. Serac said that people should master their emotions, not eliminate them. But not everyone on Vulcan wanted to give up love, or passion, or even anger. The Vulcans said, these people marched beneath the raptor's wings.
These people marched between the raptor's wings. That was always a weird thing for me, was what was that bird thing and what did that symbolize? And later on, you know, I heard that they marched between the raptor's wings or under the raptor's wings or beneath it, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what that means.
Instead of fighting their own people, these Vulcans decided to leave in an event we call the Sundering. They boarded great colony ships and set out into unexplored space, looking for a home where they could live and feel as they wished. Eventually,
Yeah.
those who marched beneath the raptor's wings found Romulus and Remus. An
Yeah, you
empire.
enslaved the Remans in the
Although we
process.
share a genetic bond with the Vulcans, we are our own people. Never forget that. Want to hear another story? The destruction of Romulus was a terrible thing. We lost our home and our loved ones. We lost our soul. The people who survived were scattered.
Man, this
and
lady's actually
leaderless.
good at telling a
Survival
a
was
story.
daily struggle. There were some fights for control before Empress Sela took over, but I never paid much attention. That Taurus woman was never going to get far. Now Sela and the Tal Shiar are attempting to rebuild the strength of the Romulan Star Empire, but they do so with fear and oppression. Steer clear of them if you can.
Yeah, I'll intend to. Also, the person they actually have playing Sela is Denise Crosby. It is actually her, which is great, because, yeah, you didn't see much of her as Tasha Yar really in the first season. I don't think she went through the whole thing. Then she came back in yesterday's Enterprise, and might have been Redemption. These are all Star Trek The Next Generation episodes, if you're wondering. And when I first saw that episode, Redemption, I was like, wait, what the fuck? She's dead. And then she explains the whole thing with the Enterprise C and that whole story at the Battle of Narendra 3, and what can I say? Shit happens.
People like us should just try to stay out of the Tal Shiar's way. Life is more important than politics or power. There are a lot of Romulans who just wander from planet to planet because there's no place to call home. We're lucky to have Viranat. This is a good place. A place to put down roots. Without that, we're just dust gathered by the winds of fate.
You know what's surprising
Do you want to hear another
is...
story?
What's surprising is, you know, later in the story, the Romulan Republic never, I guess, reclaimed Viranat. And, you know, I sure as hell would. All you have to do is clear out the Kellids and, you know, fix up the buildings and such, and there you go.
Viranat was a colony world. It used to be a big agricultural planet, growing food for the Empire. After Romulus was destroyed, thousands upon thousands of people flooded the planet. The old cities couldn't hold them all, and they were scared. They started fighting amongst themselves. One night, the cities burned. Most of the survivors left. A few hung on, scrapping old ships and using them as building materials.
Well.
That's how the Maori found them, about 10 years ago. The Maori was the commander of an old warbird. Navala was his first officer, and Devex the chief engineer. They were wandering the sector, trying to find a new home. When they found Viranat, they decided to stay. Devex kept the old warbird functional, and he used it to make supply runs and bring back other Romulans who needed a home. Navala put herself in charge of security, and the Maori, he runs the whole colony now.
Well, he's the mayor.
Devex met Tovan Colony a few years back.
I think I know what mining colony they're
4 years
talking
ago.
about.
Then again, I didn't come here until 2 years ago, so this is not just information I've heard about secondhand. I actually have a question for you, if you don't want to hear another story first. When did you arrive here? I know we only have a few hundred people living here, but so many come and go that it's hard to keep track. I'm recording the stories of all the people that live here, you see.
That's
And
nice.
I'd love to start yours off with your arrival. Who knows? It could be something that becomes historical in a few years.
Yeah, it might.
How did I not know that about you? Here I am, telling you about the founding when you were already here. We should definitely talk more about this over drinks tonight. Hey there, ready for the big festival?
Tell me-
Working hard? Or maybe you have time to listen to a story or two?
Yeah. Actually kind of like that. I wish he had more stuff to talk about, like, you know, the Federation Romulan War, the Treaty of Algeron, the whole thing with the Klingon Civil War and everything, you know, more than just those three things. I like the lore that she puts out. Klingons have
Finally.
something like that too.
Which message? Ah, never mind that. I need some help. Normally we collect nectar from the local Kellet insects. Something has driven them into a frenzy. They're chewing on our irrigation system and flooding the vineyard. Excellent, excellent. The broken pipes are obvious. They're the ones spraying water everywhere. Kellet shouldn't give you too much trouble. A few bursts from your pistol will take care of them.
Pretty nice vineyard. I'm gonna take us that. Okay. Let's get a thing of the windmills and the mountain. You know, those stone mountain-like objects that you can climb, and the dome.
Interactions can be interrupted by movement or combat.
Okay, now we go deal with this one. Repair this one. If there's one faction I would like to be, actually like two, both of them oddly enough are alternate universe factions, is more Kelvin timeline stuff, you know, more of that sort of thing, you know, to a universe more. And what I wish they would do in that case is just make all sections close to the same amount as this, because essentially what will happen, I think would happen with that is it would be a completely different storyline. If you wanted, I would say you could go and do the main Star Trek Online missions. I feel it'd be rather
Flooding
pointless.
stopped, but if those Kellets come back, they'll just break the pipes again. Something's making the insects go crazy.
So,
With
time
what
to
they
get a
say, that's real problem.
spoonful of some
Yeah,
beans, because beans are
Goofing
full
off.
of protein and you should eat them.
She knows all about Kellets. She's normally by the greenhouse this time. Tell her to stop being lazy and keep these critters contained.
Good idea. Talk to Navala.
I bet she's just lounging around right now, not even thinking about all the damage being done to my vineyard. No one around here wants to put in a good day's work. Well, except...
Let's go this way. Say, oh my, but there's no little potential of like fall damage, because if you fall in this game where there's
Just in time.
damage,
Did you talk with Avarak? He said that I'm what?
Uh,
Lazy? That I've been...
you would die.
Ugh.
Simple as
He's
that.
just trying to make me look bad, so he... Oh, that's so old-fashioned. Let me tell you what's actually happening.
I'm not sure how we got a promotion. The guy runs a vineyard. I mean,
Kellets are going... I've been working all
you don't
day
need
to
a
keep out of the
promotion from the
residential areas.
vineyard,
This
especially if you're the
aggressive behavior is
highest
new,
person
and we
running
need to
it.
figure out what's causing it. That means gathering samples from some of these creatures.
Huh. Okay. Time to shoot some very large insects.
Enemies have a chance to drop items. An item is dropped for you. Near the item and it will be automatically added to your inventory.
I wish they did that for the PC version. It just makes things so much easier.
This metal has some kind of fungus growing on it that's similar to the spores we found on some of the Kellid carapaces. It might explain their behavior, but how are they getting infected in the first place? Flying Kellids have never come out of the cavern before. This is so strange. You're right. The source of the infection could be somewhere inside the cavern. Head over there and see if you can find out what's aggravating the nest. And be careful.
Yeah, I'll try to. And I do have a plasma pistol. Or, Romulan disruptor. Excuse me, I should be using the correct nomenclature. Thankfully, these things won't... Nah, well... My friend attacking me. Most of the time... Oh, yeah. Most of the Keller are attacking much? At least outright. Like the blue ones don't. You see how close I am to the blue one, and he's not doing anything. And I just shot the red one, and these blue ones aren't doing much. Examine it dead. There's a large Nash across its something. Now, you're going to start encountering excuse me, I'm American and we speak English here, and my English sucks most of the time. So, yeah, but we're gonna start encountering the Elachi. The drones don't seem to be attacking me. In Star Trek, you can see them in... what was it? It was a early season... it might have been first season, I don't remember. Star Trek Enterprise episode. And... they were kind of... Because, I mean, yes, they wanted knowledge, but the way they went about doing it, I'm sure they were investigating what humanity could become. You know, there's this new warp-capable species out there that we know nothing about. Are they a threat, and do we need to destroy them?
Machine and some weird drone things?
Huh.
Someone's been in there. We'll have to let the Maori know about this. It's good you disabled the device, though. Maybe now the Kellids will calm down.
Maybe.
Look at those biologicals. I can't do much more than a basic tricorder scan. It's just not my area. DeVex might be able to help. He was an engineer in the Romulan military before the homeworld was destroyed. Now he's helping us with our water supply and anything else that takes more specialized knowledge. You should talk to him.
I just have to find my way back up. Of which I do. How awesome is that?
What do you need with an old space hound like me? I have an idea of what this might be. Maybe. I saw something like this once before, when I was out beyond the Eridon Belt. We responded to a distress call from a mining outpost. When we got there, all the people were just gone, vanished without a trace. The only things we found were a skin and some odd spore samples. These look very similar. Good idea. When we ran into something like this before, we were able to stop the spores from reproducing by bombarding them with tachyons. We have the equipment here to replicate that procedure.
Huh.
Some missions in Star Trek Online will change based on your career track, engineering, science, or tactical.
You also get what the mission computer narrator lady didn't say is, and can also open up various dialogue options.
I've only seen fungal biotech like this once before. Remember that mining station that I mentioned? Before we arrived, they reported several disappearances. Some thought it was paranoia, but we had reports that said intruders would beam in right into the colony's magnetic shield, right into someone's quarters, vanish without a trace. We didn't know what to believe, but I don't think those were paranoid. Something did happen to them.
Huh.
And it could happen again.
Oh,
That's
it will.
what my commander believed. We found a beacon with almost the same configuration as the one you found. We weren't able to get much from it before we shut it down. But the one thing we learned is that the beacon was made by a race that called themselves the Elachi.
Yeah, well, I mean,
We stayed in.
we'll be seeing them again soon
The
enough.
Elachi never came back. That's good news for us, seeing that you disabled the beacon you found in the caverns. That's right. He's the man in charge, so he needs to know. I'd be surprised if he doesn't want to send someone down there to analyze that beacon. Could be these Elachi were interested in our colony for some reason. Lucky for us, you were there to put a stop to whatever they were trying to do.
Here and there.
Jolan True. I heard Avrak yelling all the way over here. I'm sorry you had to deal with his problems on our day of celebration.
Well, I mean,
That does sound very mysterious.
giant insects were
However, you
eating
seem to
into
have
his
taken care of the immediate
vines
problem of
and,
disabling
you know,
this beacon
pipes for
and
the
dispatching
water.
drones. You have my thanks. I'll assign some engineers to examine the device and set up surveillance on the cave as soon as possible. If what Devek says is true, we don't want that beacon
I
turned
have a
on.
space stack video to watch.
Now that's
Should be
settled.
interesting.
Why don't you try to relax for a while? Enjoy the festival. We'll talk again tomorrow after the engineers have finished their analysis of the device.
Sure, why not? It's an insect problem. Okay, lore lady.
Hold A to bring up your Captain Commands menu and contact Toban Kev.
Are you done for the day? I'm just finishing up too. I'm going to head back to the restaurant. Meet me for a drink when you're done. Hey there. Long day? I can't believe how far this colony has come. Just look at how much we can accomplish without being ruled by the Tal Shiar.
Well, yeah, they are a
Word is,
secret
someone named
police
Khan is trying to
organization
fight them.
designed to ensure
I'm content with
loyalty
what we
to
have
the
here.
state.
Let's go enjoy the festival.
So, yeah. One or two of those guys might be a future crew member.
Friends and neighbors, welcome to the tapping. The Kellet nectar has been harvested, the ale is brewed, and we can finally taste the fruits of our labors. And like this fine vintage, our colony has taken time and since the loss of the homeworld 20 years ago, we have known fear, hunger, and pain.
Love how it glows.
We have
I wonder if that's though
overcome
just a
every
missing
difficulty.
texture. I'm
We
not
have
really
mourned
sure.
those who are no longer with us, and we have welcomed new to our home. And now we celebrate. The trials are behind us, prosperous and growing. We will face new challenges in the future. We will face them together.
Fireworks! And then a spaceship comes and launches torpedoes and shit in at this nice place.
But people are being rounded up and we have to do something. I'll help Devek get the shuttles ready. You should find Navala and Vorian to help organize the militia. Get as many civilians to safety as you can. After that, we stop whoever or whatever is attacking our home.
Federation phasers. When did that happen? Before they just had plasma weapons.
Come in! Are you alright? What's happening over there? Did you find Vorian? I'm at the shipyard with with Devex, and we're prepping the shuttles for evacuation. I don't know what's going on here, but we need to get people out while we can. If you can get a rifle, you can fight your way out. Can you make it? It's the Tal Shiar. We need to call for help. I don't know who'll answer, but we have to do something. I tried to send a distress signal, but they damaged our transceiver array. We still have a chance, though. You need to deal with some of the Tal Shiar, and then get a replacement battery.
Okay, now we have switched. Usually it'll, your weapons will just auto-equip in the tutorial.
To switch between your two equipped weapons.
So, there's that, which is nice. Dude, you're holding a rifle with like one hand.
Get a battery from the marketplace. We need to send out a
So,
distress signal.
okay. You dare attack the Tal Shiar? Yes. Yes, you do. None of you were ever on continuing committee. Don't resist and everything will be explained to you. You weren't doing anything wrong. Die, you fool.
Be careful in the market. It's completely overrun.
Don't let anyone escape. Okay.
This is Ken. Grab the batteries. You just need to repair the device and send the signal.
Deal with this guy.
The signal is strong. Get to the shipyard. Out of here.
I hope I can get to a shipyard. Like in-game. Not like obviously this one, but like,
Shuttle is ready.
you know, one where I can ship and customize it.
Congratulations, citizen.
Cutscene! Oh boy, those walkers were always fun.
We're taking heavy.
That one.
We're jamming their sensors. They get us. They'll think you were caught in the explosion.
They're not attacking. Device warp.
There it is. A derelict warbird. Style Romulan warbird.
Navigation is online, but we need some components to get our weapons and warp drive operational. We'll need both if we want to have any hope of fighting the Tal Shiar.
Press up to increase your ship speed. Press down to decrease your ship speed.
Having no full impulse kind of makes it slow. Ooh.
This'll do nicely. We just need a little more salvage.
Use the left stick to pitch downward or upward, as well as to turn left or right.
But I can't go full impulse. I've been pressing. You have to press and hold the up button, or the up part of the D-pad, so you can go full impulse.
Weapons are online. Let's test them out on some of these derelict ships nearby. They're not shielded, so we can just use our torpedoes to finish them off.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it.
Still can't go full impulse. It would help if I could, because I'm effectively at half impulse. But hang on, we gotta take a picture of this.
Scrap neutronium. We could use that to reinforce the hull of this old warbird.
Neutronium. Neutronium is supposed to be like impenetrable in science fiction. I mean, even in Stargate SG-1 they kind of made it impenetrable. But it's like the planet killer was made out of solid neutronium, and basically what happened.
Move towards the item to automatically loot it.
You already did that, but basically it's like, that's why, you know, with the planet killer being that thing was made out of solid neutronium. You know, you had to always like kill the planet killer in the front.
Warning.
Vex will be happy to see this old warbird get some use.
Heavy plasma torpedo.
I think it's safe to say weapons are fully on.
Cloaking device. Romulan battle cloak.
Time to take out the Tal Shiar satellites dead ahead.
Use your plasma beam to weaken shielded targets.
This is ridiculous. There's one thing I would love to do is reenact. Oh god, it was another favorite episode I saw from TOS.
More colonists managed to escape the surface.
God, what was it? It was where the Enterprise was doing a patrol, some ship was attacking a starbase and some other things, and it had a cloaking device. Let's go save the colonists.
What do you need to know? Great.
Okay. Where do I go? I fucking spoke to him already.
Great. All systems are go and
Ow.
the distress signal is close.
There we go.
Searching. There. We have to help them.
I have full impulse now.
Activate and deactivate full impulse.
When this lady speaks
Turn off full
as...
impulse. There's a Tal Shiar drone dead ahead.
When this lady speaks as other characters, it doesn't feel natural. And it's like she speaks as Admiral Tanay. So there's that. There's a whole bunch of things, really. But there are a lot of characters where when they speak,
I can improve our torpedoes. Just give me the order.
it feels like you're trying too
Scanners are
hard.
picking up more colonists in Tal Shiar nearby. We have to...
Press B to activate high-yield torpedo. High-yield torpedo will increase the power of
Okay. There, you might see. I don't know if I'll do it in itself, but you see me like straight up name this ship after another Romulan ship from Star Trek Continues, because there's only like 1 or 2 episodes where it's actually mentioned, so what can I say?
I think it's safe to say we're a fully operational ship. I'm getting an alert. There's another distress signal coming in from one of the colony's shuttles. We can do a short-range warp jump to get to them. Do you want to go now, or stay here to wipe out any other incoming drones?
I wish they did slightly different warp sounds.
There aren't any colonists here. Just this strange ship. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's gigantic. They've done something to the ship. Nothing is responding. I can't even warp us out of here. I think I might be able to get a comm channel up to hail them. What do you want? We're getting a reply. They seem to be rearranging our words and sending them back. Listen. I'm picking
They
up
did
another
that
ship.
in Star Trek
This
Enterprise.
one's Tal Shiar. It's decloaking.
So the Elachi were right. A handful of pitiful Romulan refugees managed to escape. When will you colonists learn that no matter how far you run, you cannot escape your obligations? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Colonel Hakiv of the Tar. On behalf of the Romulan Star Empire, I hereby lay claim to this colony and all of its inhabitants. Surrender now, and I will ensure that you serve us in the way you are most suited. Fire weapons at will.
This is Tamara of the Romulan Republic. Tal Shiar vessel to stand down immediately.
I think he dies at some point.
I can destroy all of you.
Oh wait, how many ships? Oh, okay, we've got a couple. Yay! Saying the name of that Star Trek Continues Romulan warbird is awesome.
Balance out your shield strength by diverting power away from your stronger shields.
You won? This is not the end. Even now, more of my ships are on their way. And the next time, you won't have anyone to protect you.
I am Tamar, commander of the Romulan Republic. We picked up your distress signal while on a mission in a nearby system. I would say we arrived just in time, given your ship's condition. Who are you? And what happened here? I am truly sorry. This is not the first time I've heard a story like this. And I fear it will not be the last. And these Elachi creatures, they are trouble. We need to know more about them, and why they're working with a snake like Hakiv. As I said, I'm with the Romulan Republic. You may have heard of us. We are not the terrorists the Tal Shiar make us out to be. With our leader, Datan, we are working to gather survivors of the destruction.
Datan appeared in Unification Part 1 and 2 of Star Trek The Next Generation, I believe.
We would welcome you and your friends to join us.
His only appearance in that show, I think.
I appreciate your willingness to do what's right. I'm transmitting the coordinates of our flotilla to your ship now. When you arrive, we can repair your vessel and work out our next move. Thank you.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I guess signing with Tamar is better than risking death on our own. And he did help us out with the Tal Shiar. The coordinates are loaded up whenever you're ready to go. I think the colonists we rescued are eager to get someplace safe.
The flotilla, as it is, it's one of the many player social areas. I think it's only for like Romulan characters though, but you never see anyone there unless they're just starting out, like me. At least on console, you know? And then obviously on the PC version if they're starting it, but you can also like go there as well. It has, you know, the ship vendor, you can change your outfit, you know, the usual people you would see.
Assistant Tamara, please follow me to the commander's quarters.
Oh look,
Much to discuss.
the computer is talking. Also, this is a common thing. I don't like.
Our guests have arrived.
I don't fall through the weird stuff that ever really happens in
I'll be
cutscenes.
glad to show one of you around. He's in talks with Tamara.
Tour, and then meet you back on the ship when you're ready.
The Tal Shiar is advancing on our allies.
He says that, but it's not what he says. See, again, they don't voice this stuff. They voiced him earlier, and I think they voice him in cutscenes, but they don't voice this. Pisses me off about this game. Which is something they, in the grand scheme of game development, they could easily rectify.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
This is your character. Here you can select the...
Well, first, when I first played this on PC, I wasn't sure where the hell's the ship.
Your minimap shows you where an arrow will appear on the minimap if you are far away from your.
So I did a chunk of the game in the Talis Warbird. Because I couldn't find where the ship person was. Oh, this is gonna take forever to load. Create new outfit. Uniform. Oh, for fuck's sake. Who the hell is this guy? Ah, okay. Japanese YouTuber. See, there's a lot of really cool Japanese games I would like to play, but the issue is they're all in Japanese and they're never, most of the time, not translated to English. We'll do that one. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just... oh my god. Wear outfit. Speak with Lieutenant Nala and customize your ship. Well, we might name the new one that ship, just because... if I get a new one, anyway. No, I guess I don't. Reese, okay. Aged Romulan. Romulan type 1, type 2, Riemann, Brown. I don't know, this looks more original. Save changes. Exit. Can I even get a new ship? I don't know if I can. Let's customize. Oops. Okay. So I don't have enough. But this is really the Warbird with the dilithium is the one you get next as your next Romulan progression ship. I think I can rename it now. If I... IRW... I think... oh, I wanted the age. Hawks... I think Talon was what? 1? No. 1L. IRW, Hawk's Talon. Yes, that is the name of the Romulan warbird in Star Trek Continues that Commander Charvanek... Fuck, why isn't my mouse working? That Commander Charvanek had. So... yeah. Now we gotta go speak to Deton. Wow, here we go. A person. This is a Species 8472 weapon and or modified weapon, I'm entirely sure. This. Oh, it's the bank. Do I... well, let's...
Hello again. Now that you're settling in, I wanted to speak with you about what our overall goals will be. First and foremost, we are looking for a new planet to call home. Tamar and his crew are handling that search. While the search continues, I am alliances with the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We will need allies if we are to proceed. Your task will be the protection and recovery of other Romulans spread throughout this sector. We're finding more by the day. Some have already joined us, but others do not believe in our cause. It will be up to you and your crew to protect these colonies from the Tal Shiar and to recruit anyone willing to assist us. Do you have... I do not know. Our history of deception with both groups definitely does not help. The Tal Shiar, however, will not attack the fleet for now. Sela would see such a direct action as too great a risk. She much prefers to work in the shadows. Let me worry about our potential allies. While you're away, I will be working with diplomats from both sides to come to an agreement we can all live with.
Sounds like we've got our orders. If you're ready, I can beam you back to the ship. However, before that, I need to ask a favor. I have a sister. Her name is Rena Kev. She and I were separated.
I think you get her as a crew member.
I want to try to find her.
I don't remember.
As we're doing our missions, could you try to ask about Rena? Thanks.
I know you meet her in Nimbus, which probably gonna have to do that whole storyline there because
Most missions can be turned in remotely.
because it's actually
to bring up your captain commands
needed.
And select turn in to report to the contact and turn in the mission.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
I have a new plasma weapon. Let's go equip it. Nope. That. Yeah, this could be more useful. Wait, do I have... Nope. I guess I don't. Let's check here. Oh, wait. Level Mark II shields. Okay, so, I have renamed my ship the IRW Hawk's Talon. Famously, the second vessel, I believe, of Commander Charvanek, if it is the second vessel, I'm not entirely sure, because Star Trek Continues as a fan production, and I don't know if there's any other lore on Charvanek at all. I guess she was also one of Spock's first romantic interests, if you will, because I believe he said he was alluding to the fact that he was actually kind of attracted to her, if you watch towards the end of the Enterprise incident. So go watch the original series. It is on Netflix. I believe it's on Amazon. It's on Hulu. It's on all the major streaming services. It's on BBC, for crying out loud, probably. What else is there? We'll continue with this tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be as long. I usually will just do one mission at a time, because, as you can see, we're already pushing 67 minutes. And we have to do my skills. And that is that, really. I mean, finally I shut that thing up. That is that. I mean, I always go this. I always do my endurance training. Tactical. Photon unlocks the ability to train your bridge officers in a new ground ability. Photon grenade 3. Yeah, well, that one does damage, so we want that one. It took me so... I realize what this part was, this little bar here was, until, like, years after I was playing the game. Years after. Do I have any traits? I do not have traits. And obviously there's the bar thing up here, but you need to do a bunch of these. I love this. They had a different form of progression, or, well, upgrading for your skills before, and it was a lot more annoying, if you will. This is a lot easier. I like the skill points way of doing things. They're similar in other MMOs, and that's and other games in general, even. So that's pretty much that. I hope you enjoyed the stream, or will enjoy the stream. Like, subscribe, follow. All that information is down in one of my panels. And eat your fruits and vegetables, as always. So your friendly neighborhood sliced chicken, signing off.